Hi, this is Rachel over at Moonlight Library. I am here today to do my tier ranking of romance books and movies. I have 4 different tiers for you because I've read a good amount of romance books, but not a ton of romance books, and I excluded some. We're mainly doing more recent romance books that I've read, and one old one, but I had read it more recently. So let's get into it, and also more recent movies, or like there's also a very specific category I make, so just in time for Valentine's Day, right? Right? Because who doesn't want some romance? It's kind of a recommendation. Also, movies, they are recommendations, a good amount of them. The only thing I have to tell you is to enjoy yourself, and I hope you love. So today we are going to start with, this is my romance books that I have read before. I have made the categories true love, fiance, honeymoon phase, breakup, and divorce. So it's kind of like a 5-star tier ranking. I don't remember what I starred any of these books. One of these books I'm currently reading, but I'm gonna put it where I think it's gonna go. So let's put that one at the end so we don't get that yet. Okay. The first one, Like Water for Chocolate. This is the only older one. This one, I gotta say, I only gave it a 3, I think, but I think I have to put it under fiance because I do think about it a lot. I'll only tell you a little bit about each one. This is this woman who kind of like can't find love. It's set in Mexico, and she puts her emotions into her cooking. And so like if she cries into like a cake, everyone else cries that eats it, and it's beautiful. And I think about that a lot, so I'm like, it has to go a little higher than honeymoon phase because obviously it's still in my head. The next one is Take a Hint, Danny Brown. This one I'm going to also put under fiance. Wasn't my favorite of the series. I want to put them all under true love, but I think that I have to like kind of give you my favorite one. Really, like that top category really needs to be the all-time standouts, like beautiful. I can't not think about them, you know? So I think Take a Hint, Danny Brown goes under fiance. It wasn't my favorite one of the books. This one is a fake dating one where both the people think they're going to get something out of like fake dating each other, and it ends up that they love each other. So Red, White, and Royal Blue. Originally when I read this, I would have put it under true love, but I think looking back on it, it's gonna go under fiance. The beginning of it it's really good, and then it gets really slow, and then it gets good again. I had to actually put it down for like 6 months and then had to come back to it. So fiance. It's about the Prince of England and the son of the president fall in love. So next one is Ugly Love, and I ugly didn't like it. It goes under divorce. I don't like when people are really mean to each other in romance books. It's not a thing for me. That's not my trope. It's just not my trope. You know? Just the being rude to each other and stuff. And the twist was not me either. One Last Stop goes under breakup. Unfortunately, because I did really like Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, but One Last Stop was a little boring. So it's like this girl who falls in love with this other girl that's like a ghost that lives on a subway in New York. And I don't know how you make that boring. Sounds exciting. So next is Book Lovers. Oh my god, I didn't mean to put it under divorce. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. No. No. I think this one's going under true love. I just read this one, and that might be why it's there, but it's so cutie. The main girl, she is an literary agent, and she has dreams of being an editor, and she has this feud. It's like an enemies to lovers with this guy who's an editor that she sometimes has had to like kind of work around, and they both end up in the same small town somehow. Like, she goes on a book vacation, he happens to be there, and the X-Hex, I think we're gonna put it under honeymoon phase. I thought it was fun. The romance, it was okay. It wasn't like my favorite thing I've ever seen. It was just like, overall it was an okay book, but I don't think it's gonna sit with me very long. Next up, Get a Life, Chloe Brown. Stop. I keep hitting something with my mouse. It's not a honeymoon phase book. That does not work. I think I should put it under True Love because it was the first one of the Chloe Brown books, and it was like kind of what spawned me in reading more romance was Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and I loved it so much. And they're both like, what a cute pairing, you know, they're just adorable. It happened one summer. I had a lot of fun with this one. She has to, like, she's this like heiress whatever, and he's like some Maine sailor dude. I think they're actually in Portland or something, Oregon, Washington, I don't know. Anyways, he's a sailor dude, and she has to go live there because her family owns this restaurant out there, and they're like, you're in trouble, you've been a bad girl, you need to move there. And she finds love in the least likely of places. And it's pretty cute. I think I'm going to actually put it... We're going to go fiance. I thought it was cute. I liked it. They had some really stupid things that they said, though. When it came to the actual, like, smut, it was like, is that what you say? Is that what you call that? Ew. Like, I didn't realize I could be grossed out, but somehow this book accomplished it. It was like, you just don't... I don't even remember what it was, but it was not good. The Wedding Date... That was a boring book. I didn't hate it, though. Goes under breakup. This guy has to go to his ex's wedding, or his ex going to be at a wedding that he's going to or something. And he runs into this girl on the elevator. And they end up going to this wedding together. Like, he's like, come to this wedding with me. And then it's like, it's kind of like one of those things where they start dating right away. And you're kind of like, okay... Like, that was like a quarter way through the book. What are we doing now? Actor Eve Brown goes immediately into True Love. That book was amazing. So Eve Brown, she decides that she needs to like leave her life behind, sort of thing. She goes on this road trip, ends up at this B&B, and she ends up working there, and the manager or owner or whatever. So cute. I loved it. Hook, Line, and Sinker. This is the second one after It Happened One Summer. Goes under breakup. It wasn't good. I didn't like it. Like, I was not happy with it. I was bored. I could have fallen asleep, you know. It should have been called Hook, Line, and Sink Her. Like, what are you doing? Romance books are all about the pun. Anyways, buy the book. This one also very forgettable, and I just don't think I cared that much. I actually don't even remember this book, and I just read it. She is an editor, I believe, and she has to go out to her client's house because he's, like, not writing enough, and he's a celebrity memoir. Like, he's supposed to be writing his own memoir, and he's, like, misunderstood, and she understands him. And it's supposed to be, like, Beauty and the Beast. I've found that Jasmine Guillory, maybe not my favorite. Maybe not my favorite. Verity, I had a lot of fun. I'm not gonna put it under fiance or under True Love because I don't think it's a romance, but people say it is. Oh, people say it is, so I'm gonna include it in this list because we didn't have enough. So. And you know what? I think I was along for the ride for this Colleen Hoover stuff, and it was weird, and I don't know, it was not what I expected. I had fun. It's this woman who has, I feel like everyone's heard this. Go look it up. I don't know how to explain this. Hating game goes under divorce. Once again, I do not like when people are mean to each other. I don't like it. Like, he's like, it's like one of those, he loved her, like, sort of thing. And, like, they're obviously like each other, but they're just really freaking mean to each other. And I can't do it. I can't stand it. I don't like it. It ends with us, once again, fiance. I, you know what? I was along for the ride. I like some trauma. Like, I do enjoy some trauma stuff, you know? And that is very much so me. Austenland, this one is like this girl goes to an Jane Austen themed, like, getaway sort of thing. Ends up falling in love. I read it a long time ago. We're putting it under honeymoon phase because I don't remember it much, you know? Kiss Her Once for me, I'm going to put honeymoon phase as well. The main character aggravated me. So it's like she met this girl a year prior, and then it was like they had this one magical night together, and then something happens that breaks them apart. And then a year later, she ends up like fake fianceing, and they're gonna do a fake marriage of convenience with this one guy who's like owns the place that she works, or the buildings. And it turns out that's the brother of the girl that was from the year ago. And it could have been so cute. It really could have been. There were moments that I was like feeling this, but at the same time, she got on my nerves. She just got on my nerves. That's it. Love Hypothesis. I freaking loved it. True Love. Those. I think I like fake dating though. Like, fake dating is one of those things that I really like. And I like that it's like this science, engineering, like, sort of thing going on. And so you're like, I don't know. It's not just like regular people. I guess those are regular people too. Don't listen to me. It was good though. You made a fool of death with your beauty. I'm just throwing them up there. True Love again. Because it's cute. It's sweet. It's real. It's gritty. It's this girl who her husband had died a couple years ago, and she's just getting back into like the dating scene. And it's not so much cut and dry, like there's like one guy, you know? It's very much so like her dating and like figuring out her grief and stuff. Next up is Funny You Should Ask. So Funny You Should Ask, I feel like this is the one I'm reading currently, and I'm enjoying it, but I feel like it's going to be a honeymoon phase book. I feel like it is going to be a honeymoon phase book, and I don't know how to describe that, but it's this girl who has to write this article, or who had to write this article about this famous guy 10 years ago. And so we're looking at what happened 10 years ago, like the article compared to real life. And then she's being asked to go and do it again. It's like this romance, like something obviously happened 10 years ago between them, but no one knows that. Everyone speculates. Okay, next up. We are doing tier ranking my TBR, my physical TBR. Oh, I forgot to delete that. Delete that row. Thank you. Okay, so we have Date Night, In My DMs, In My Dreams, and Long Distance. So Date Night is, I'm planning on reading it very soon. Like within the next like week or so. In My DMs is the next couple months. In My Dreams is like in the next year. And then Long Distances, I don't even freaking know. No clue. I don't have many books on my romance TBR, but that's how it is. So let's go in order by like the actual categories instead of the books, because that's how I'm thinking right now. So The Bodyguard, I'm planning on reading that very soon. I don't know what most of these books are about. There's a bodyguard. But I've heard good things about them. So that's very soon, like within the next week or two. Also, Love on the Brain is within the next week or two. I'll read that. Very excited. Next up is In My DMs. So I think the only ones that are in my DMs is Well Met and Ice Planet Barbarian. I really want to read that in the next couple months, like very, very soon. In My Dreams, probably Bromance Book Club, and I want to know what Punk 57's about, and probably November 9th. So those. And then the last one is Long Distance, so Bringing Down the Duke this time next year and one day in December. So this time next year and one day in December are holiday romances, so I might read them next December, but it just depends on what mood I'm in and whether or not I want to actually like read a holiday romance at that time. You know? Next up is this is romance movies between 2016 and 2023 that I've watched. It's really 2022 because I haven't watched any new ones and that were made in 2023. Yes. It's by the year that they came out, not the year I watched them. Okay. So after, that's a really hard one. I have to put it under divorce because it's so bad. If you love it, I love you, but I don't think they're good. But I love them at the same time. I love to hate it, but I have to put it under divorce, even though I will continue watching them. I think it makes sense to me. Next is Call Me By Your Name. Armie Hammer is a horrible person, and I know that, but it's still under True Love because this is gay 80s Italy. Beautiful. Love it. Oh my God. I Want You Back. This came out recently, and I think I'm going to put it under honeymoon phase. It was cute. It's these two people who their partners broke up with them, so they decide that they're going to help each other try and get back with their partners sort of thing. And it's this whole confusing thing. La La Land, I'm going to put it under fiance. I liked it. I really did. And I do want to rewatch it. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know what to say. Singing, Ryan Gosling. Just Like Christmas? Is that? It's the Lindsay Lohan movie that just came out. Dear Lord, was this movie bad. This was it was not well made in general. It was so bad. It was just really bad. Always Be My Maybe, honeymoon phase. It was funny. It was these two people who had grown up together, and she's now a celebrity. He's still like living in his parents' basement or some shit, and they kind of like get back together, and it's adorable. Or like they used to be friends, and they kind of try. Anyways, I don't remember. Someone Great also goes under fiance. This is kind of a breakup romance, but it shows the romance and the breakup, and it's a tearjerker. You Get Me is a horrible movie. It's like this weird stalker woman. I don't even remember. It was really bad. Oh, also, just so you know, I pulled out all of the movies that are young adult movies I don't know why. Like, these are only adult romance. I don't know. My brain was like, this makes sense. And then I was going to maybe do a YA, like a teen high school romance category, and I did not. So ask me if you want that, and I'll put that out because I have watched a ton of young adult romance movies, like all of them. I can tier rank every single one, basically. Let me know. Cha-Cha Real Smooth. Oh my God, I will cha-cha with you. So cute. So good. It's this guy who's kind of down on his luck back from college or whatever. And he's trying to figure out what to do with his life. And he ends up back at his parents' house, and ends up like kind of being like the livener up at like bat mitzvahs, and ends up becoming friends with this older woman who is a single mother, and so cute. The next one is I went I used to go here. I definitely just put it under breakup. It was not good. It not a favorite. Kind of boring, but not horrible. I didn't hate it. Me Before You, Fiance. I would cry during that movie again. I would cry. This Beautiful, Fantastic, True Love. True love every day. So sweet. She's a librarian. It's magical. It's beautiful. There's gardening. Oh my god. So cute. Also, the priest from Fleabag's in it. So hello. Crazy Rich Asians. Honeymoon Phase, because honestly I don't remember. I remember watching it, but I don't remember most of that movie. Princess Switch obviously goes under divorce. That was horrible. I don't know why I added Phantom Thread to this. I think my list got a little bit weird at some points where I was like, I guess it's a romance. How romantic are you, Phantom Thread? We're gonna put it under True Love because I love this movie, but is it a romance? Like, it's like a drama romance. How to Talk to Girls at Parties. This is a weird sci-fi romance thing. It's based on a graphic novel by Neil Gaiman. Divorce. It felt like I was watching this like 90-minute movie for 5 years. It was not good. Where We First Met. Honeymoon Phase. Enjoyed it. Don't really remember it. I think it's like one of those weird time travel movies sort of things. Maybe not. After We Collide obviously goes Divorce. That's the second one of the After series. I still need to watch the rest. All My Life, Breakup. It was sad, but kind of just a whatever movie. Shape of Water. Fiance. It shouldn't have won the Oscar. It should have been Call Me By Your Name. I'm sorry. It's the only reason it goes in Fiance, because I need to let you know that Call Me By Your Name is above that one. That's it. I do love Guillermo del Toro, though. Fire Island. Cutie. Fire Island goes in Fiance. I just watched this one. It's all these gay men that go to this island for a week every year, and they party and have fun, and I love them all. Love them all. Star is Born, also under Fiance. I thought it was really good, but I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like one of my favorite movies ever. Last Christmas. This goes under Honeymoon Phase. It was an enjoyable Christmas movie, at least. Like, that's all I feel about it. Song to Song. I barely even remember this movie. I put it on my Letterboxd, and I think I rated it, and I'm like, I kind of remember watching it, but not really. Love Hard. Super dumb. We're putting it under Honeymoon Phase. That was a ridiculous movie. It's like this girl who's supposed to be like writing an article about like Tinder or something. Look Both Ways. Break Up. I need to stop watching movies sometimes. Like, I just watch them and I'm like, Rachel, what are you watching right now? Holiday. This one goes under Divorce. That was horrible. It's like she has this guy needs her to be his date, or she needs him to be her date to every holiday party throughout the entire year. My God. Happiest Season goes under Breakup because that main girl who's not Kristen Stewart in this movie, horrible. I hated her. She was the worst. She was not great. Love, Wedding, Repeat. Honeymoon Phase, I feel like I'm going to forget it, but it was still really good. It was like one of those Groundhog's Day sort of things with a wedding. Big Sick. Honeymoon Phase. We're all going, let's just put the choice there too. I don't remember it. I mean, I remember liking it, but I don't remember it. Something from Tiffany's Divorce. That was not a good movie. Just not a good... sorry if you liked it. I'm sorry if it's your favorite movie. But it was not a good Christmas movie. Let's go to the next. Because my camera's about to die. Okay, let's do it fast. These are period films. Emma, obviously. True Love. Just so we know, we changed the categories because True Love, Falling in Love, Swoon, Butterflies, A Distant Memory, because I love all these movies. I was like, there's no hatred here. I love you all. A Knight's Tale, True Love. Okay, everything's going to go under True Love. I think Shakespeare in Love goes under Swoon. Age of Innocence goes under Butterflies. Stage Beauty, Falling in Love. Atonement, Swoon. Romeo plus Juliet, True Love. Pride and Prejudice, True Love. That hand flax. Love and Friendship, Butterflies. Anna Karenina, True Love. The Duchess, Falling in Love. Ever After, Falling in Love. Marie Antoinette, Falling in Love. Far from the Madding Crowd, True Love. Mr. Malcolm's List, Swoon. Rosalind goes under Butterflies. Persuasion goes under Falling in Love. Why did I make a distant... I think I was going to put Age of Innocence under A Distant Memory. Anyways, that was a really fast one. I hope you like that. Thank you for joining me. Let me know what some of your romance books you're reading right now, or that you read that you want to recommend, or anything to me. Just let me know things. Tell me things. I would enjoy that. I would. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good day. Have a good one. Hope you subscribe.